Hello everybody, welcome to this week's message. I'm going to change the way I do these for a little while. So normally it just tells you what's going on in the app and stuff, but I just want to talk on a more personal level, I think. Because I know that quite a few of you are about to be going through a very difficult time at the moment. I am, everybody is, right? There's lots of uncertainty, financial difficulties, stress of not being able to do the things that we love. It's a very difficult time for everyone. So I thought, in addition to telling you what's going on in the app, and we'll get to that, I thought that it might just be nice to just share some thoughts and give you something to think about, right? So one of the things that's been jumping into my head a lot is something that one of my instructors said to me during a really difficult, dark time in my life. I was in a very, very low place. And one of my instructors had said to me, it's really important, Ian, that you train now more than ever. And I was training, but it was not like it should be. You know, it was half-hearted because my mind was elsewhere. And he said to me, and it's this phrase that I want to kind of impart to you really in this message. He said, your training will be your salvation. And he said it with such force and such conviction that it just locked into my head. It just lit a fire in my belly that had been out for a while. So I remember going to the gym that day. Now, obviously, we can't go to the gym at the moment, but there's ways we can train. And I went on the rowing machine, and I was that fired up, you know, that I smashed a personal best just through the mindset. And when I left, I just felt so much better. And I thought, yeah, that was what I needed. Because what it was, it gave me an anchor, right? So in the very turbulent seas that I was in, where I was getting thrown about all over the place by things I had no control over, like now, there's lots of things we have no control over. It gave me an anchor. It gave me a fixed point. It gave me something that I could control. So at this time, I would suggest that you're bound to be feeling low. Most of you will be. So try and just find that little bit of time each day to do the thing that you can control. Because sometimes that depression kind of grows in us a little bit and it wants to take over. It wants to feed. It wants to be in charge. So to get bigger, the depression doesn't want you doing anything that will help. So what I find really useful is to train, right? So I'll throw those weights about. I'll do that kata. I'll physically exhaust myself. Our bodies are designed for action. So when all those stress hormones hit, it's good to give it that action. And again, it's good to do that thing, that positive thing that's good for us mentally and physically that we do have control over. So if there's that part of you that's feeling, I really can't train, I haven't got it in me, then you should train. It's the most important time to do it, right? Do something simple. Do your favorite thing, you know, whatever it happens to be, but find something to do because it will help. So I hope that helps in some way, and I'm going to try and impart some thoughts around this every day. I say I'm a martial arts instructor as well. I'm not a philosopher. You know, I'm not somebody who knows about global pandemics. I know a lot about punching people and kicking people. But I've had a life that's had a fair bit of suffering in it. So I do know how to get through that. I do know how to deal with that stuff. So I hope this is useful in some way. Anyway, app stuff. I've got 2 new videos for you this week. The first one is on solo training for throws. So some of you have already seen that because we had it a couple of days ago. I look at how you can train throws with no training partner. Look at how we can train throws using the belt. And we look at how we can train throws using the bag. All of which are available to you. Obviously, no substitute for training with a partner, but if it's what we've got, we make the best move we can in the situation we're in. So we don't want to be neglecting our throwing during this time. We want to be keeping that sharp, so when we do all get back to the dojo, we're well capable of still throwing each other all over the place. And the other video is one to watch and then file away for future reference, is the next part of the Unsu series, where we're starting to look at how live drills and pad drills apply. Now, obviously, for most of us, we can't do that at the moment, but nevertheless, I hope it's interesting, I hope it inspires you, and I hope it gets you looking forward to getting back into the dojo, which we all will do at some point. So take care. I'll be back very soon, and thank you so much for your support of the app.